frizzy hair. And I'm like, oh, now it is okay.
Listen, I brushed my hair yesterday, so I won't have to do it again for a few days.
I was gonna say you were preparing for today. It's great.
Planning for today.
Kelly's got
The
those
thing-
sexy.
I was telling Lola, like, you have to do shots with everybody. You have to do shots with this group and that group. And I'm like, oh, why did I
Oh
10
man.
a.m.? I should have done 10 p.m.
So it's
So-
only six of us that has like said yes, technically.
So we have 6 hard yeses. There is another 5 in the maybe category, and then another 5 that still have not said yes or no, maybe nothing. I had a Gypsy sent us a message this morning, so she just got the email chain, so she's just kind of kept catching up. But okay, so there's a couple of things. Let's go right into business, but real quick before I forget, because Kelly, I want to say that you sitting there with your hair like that and just your petite little frame, what's Ruth from oh, what's that show that it's got Jason Bateman? No, is it Jason Bateman? It's the one about the suburban family that moves into Ozark. Yes, you look like Ruth from Ozark. Just
Right now, I'm gonna have to Google Ruth from Ozark.
I know.
Yeah,
I
me
know
too.
that shit.
listen, she's a shitty little snot head kid that lives in, but she's a badass. So
Yeah.
she's also into a bunch of illegal stuff. So, but anyway, that's the vibes that you give me right now. Okay.
I don't know if that's
So-
a compliment, Kelly, but
I think it
Right,
is-
right.
I think you look adorable. And I want us, can I call you my sunshine, Kelly?
Yeah, that's my husband's nickname for me, is Sunshine.
oh,
I love it.
All right, we're gonna-
Um,
sunshine.
Okay, so Kelly and I were actually discussing we don't want anybody not to come because they can't afford travel. And there have been a few that have reached out to me privately and been like, hey, this is how I would have to travel, and this is just kind of a big chunk. And so we 2 options here. We had discussed kind of putting together like a little slush fund to see if anybody wanted to donate to a slush fund to help somebody out with travel. But then I also kind of got to thinking, I was like, well, I'd hate to be able to help one person and not another if we couldn't put together enough. So another option that I have a list of 4 different places right now, and they all sleep a different number of people. Staying under the $200 per person mark, there's 2 on here that we could get that would sleep 10. So if somebody couldn't, say if they couldn't do the money up front right now, but then we gave them 6 to 7 months to come up with the travel funds, and they decided they wanted to join us at that time, we would have the space.
That's, I mean, and then if they don't come, right, like that just gives us more space for who's there,
Correct.
right?
On the flip side of that, if we have room and they don't come, my mom had mentioned that she'd like to partake in it, and then I just pay for her.
Okay.
So then
Okay.
that would lessen everybody's costs a little bit too. So
So do you want me to go ahead and change our 6 to 7? And then we'll have room for 3 other, because
I don't want to take someone's spot
right,
that can come.
right.
That's just to fill it up so it's less costs for the people that are coming.
Right. Okay, so another thing is the places that I was looking at, I kind of expanded my search a little bit to give us more options, because there wasn't really, and I tried to stay within an hour of Peterson, but I don't know if like my 2 favorite spots that I found, which they are, one of them would be $167 a person. The other one would be $184 a person. My two favorite spots are in Spring Grove. I don't know if that's taking us closer or further away from what you have happening in that area.
Everything's kind of just a crapshoot. You tell me where you're going and I can tell you what's going on.
Okay.
And the other thing, when you're looking into these, you
Uh-huh.
have to make sure they have Wi-Fi.
Mm.
We are in bluff country, so there are a lot of places around here that doesn't have internet service.
Right.
So,
I
I
wanna
mean,
say-
that's a huge thing, is to make sure they have Wi-Fi,
so
because
we can all-
otherwise with the bluffs, we could drive a half hour and you guys still wouldn't have phone service.
I'm looking real quick.
And I don't know, maybe you guys don't want phone service. I don't know.
Hesja, I made you co-host in case you wanted to bring anything up, if you wanted to share your screen. I don't know if you do or not, but just so you know.
Okay. Yeah, I was just looking real quick. I don't know what happened to the link for the fourth one. I think I accidentally closed it out because it was actually the most expensive, and it was the smallest, but so let me share screen.
So one thing I had brought up
Tell me when you get there.
with Lisa is there's an International Owl Center is
I
Yeah.
in
saw that. Yeah.
in
Oh,
Houston,
wow.
and that's where my son goes to school. In
Mhm.
March, they have their International Owl Festival or whatever, and they
Uh-huh.
have paintings and pictures from kids all over the world, and they
Oh.
do their thing. But I want to say, like, tickets to go there is like $10 or $15,
Oh, sweet.
and they haven't been in during the week. So I'm going to reach out to them, because usually if you can have a group of people, then they'll shut it down and just do like that, the group setting.
Uh-huh.
If we had 8 people, they'd probably just shut it down so they do a session for us,
That would be
because they do
rad.
it like they do like hour sessions on the weekends. And then yeah, you get right up, you're in a small room, and the owl will have the owl in the back of the room and fly across, so you can hear it fly right over your head. And this, I mean, it's super cool. And then you can go up and see the owls afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But do I get to smooch an owl?
No, I don't think I
You know, owl
I get to
smooching?
take one
Damn
home
it.
with me.
Yes.
Yes. Can Alicia and I like just pocket a little owl? You see those little baby owls? I'll bring
So
But then
They sell them in the gift shop.
real quick, the guy I see, he's Native American, and I don't know if y'all saw the comment where I shared with Alicia. In Oklahoma, a lot of Native American culture believes that owls are harbingers of ill omens. Like the Seminoles believe that they're evil witches who have transformed into owls to fly out in the night to come eat your soul. They're called Stiginis. And so I've had my whole thing with owls here lately, and I went out and I bought just like some little owl figurines. And I have one hanging above my bed. And he came over yesterday and he walked in, he said,
No, thank you. Oh, that's
So
funny.
now if
bad
you want to
owl.
get
He's
jiggy,
like-
wait, I gotta remove all the owls from my room. Let me set the
You
stage.
want me to-
You get the
Yeah.
rose petals, I'll get rid of the owls.
He's like, no, I know they're still here. Like, what's it? Listen. So, okay. So this first one that we're looking at, this was my favorite one. It is
Beautiful.
$184 a night. It sleeps 10. There are 2 bathrooms, and some of the perks that I put on there's lots of flowers around the area. There's some woods for us to go walk through. There's a river close by, and there's a fire pit, which I
Yes.
figured one night we're gonna be burning some shit.
Yes.
Dancing around it. What are you talking about? Oh, look at that kitchen.
oh,
I'll tell you one thing. I'm not picky, so I'll leave this up to you guys to pick. I just need a bathroom, a shower, a toilet, a working toilet, and a comforter to sleep in. That's
Yeah,
all I
right.
care about. Like, and
Yep,
a
me
good
too.
kitchen. It's like
I'm a
How many
backpacker, so that
bathrooms
this
is
is,
this
I
place?
don't care.
2, I
I
think
don't
she
know
said.
what's outside.
Yeah. So I did really like this kitchen. I like that I prefer to cook on gas. It does have a gas stove, and I think the way it's set up, it would be really easy for all of us to get in there and do a little kitchen witching together.
Mhm.
That's cute.
Nice big table too there
I
for
love it.
crafting or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that.
Well,
you
and there
can
was
hang out.
one on here, like I said, it was the most expensive one and it slept the fewest, but they actually had a downstairs area where they had set up with crafting tables and like the little craft lights and everything. I mean, it was,
Mhm.
that was the reason why I put that. I'll have to go back and see if I can find that one, but it only sleeps 7. I don't know if anyone in the group plays piano, but there's that.
I can play that song that everybody can
Chopsticks?
play. You know, the one where you go da 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 da. That one you play, yeah. But I'm bringing bagpipes, so somebody can accompany me.
Yes. And
I'll
then
play
they have
those
this
outside.
beautiful sunroom.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes, we need that. We need to go there.
I will
Yeah.
have my coffee there.
Oh,
you were-
look
look at that.
Oh,
Y'all are seeing why this one was my favorite.
yes.
I like this
I
one
wanna
a
live
lot.
I
there.
love it. This is beautiful.
Okay, but hold on because
Okay.
I've listed sorry, I've listed key points between the top 2. Okay, so
Mhm.
this would be my bedroom, and I'll explain why when we get to the other one, because the other one,
Oh, it's so pretty.
isn't that beautiful? I love that mirror.
Yeah.
But I think or this bedroom would be mine. I think this would be a really good option. It's got, I think, a beautiful aesthetic to it. Look, if somebody wants to take a bath, like in
Okay,
a,
like that's a total, like you could put like herbs and shit in there.
yes,
Mhm.
That's
hey,
a,
we could like take turns in there, be like,
I can think of his Amish kids in a
I don't think
tub.
we'll all fit in there together. I mean,
Your turn, Beth. Go ahead.
and then it's not an actual fire pit, but there is a place out there where, they've got it set up where you can make a big bonfire.
Ooh, I love that.
Oh, volleyball.
oh, look at athletics. Yeah, no.
We can go out in the wood.
We can go foraging.
Yeah, yeah. To see if we can find any fun stuff, and then there's just a bunch of
Oh my god. Oh, look.
Squirrels.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, in the creek. We can do like creek magic stuff.
yes.
I love it. And it's called Beaver Creek. Did you see that? It's called Beaver Creek.
love it.
Oh, look at the babies. I love
Go
birds.
back and look. Would you have the babies?
The babies. Oh, I want to smooch them.
We can go forward. We can make a homemade fresh picked blackberry cobbler, y'all.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
a little late
I
for
will do the
blackberry.
picking and the washing if you want to eat. Somebody else should do the cooking.
Yeah. I will sit at the table and provide commentary while people cook.
I'm with you. We will
Yes.
do like the comment. We'll do the recording. We'll videotape everything for
I am not the baker. I'm more of a full entree cook. More
Okay.
the desserts
I
are
mean, I
not.
can bake if necessary. If we want, I'll do
Right.
it if we need to, but I'm good at taking directions too.
Me too. I had these things
Yeah.
yesterday called beef olives, and basically it was a piece of beef wrapped in bacon.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Listen,
Okay.
I had like that was an hors d'oeuvre. I had like 400 of those. So then when my husband came, I was like, shit, I can't eat this too. But it was worth it because it was beef.
Yeah.
My 2 favorite foods, beef and bacon.
Mhm.
Just meat. It was just meat. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. My pipes. I can put my pipes right there.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah. Like, so the scenery here is just, it's
Oh, I love
great.
that bridge.
I really love the aesthetic of the house itself. So this was my number 1 pick, and like I said, it's the 184.
Oh, look at that cardinal.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean
just trying to think what shoes I need to wear.
None in the creek. Oh, we could do like a foot bath thing. Oh,
Oh my.
yeah, and it just really, we're going barefoot, baby. We're getting grounded.
that's like I love to do that. Oh, look at
Oh, we had
that.
a birdhouse.
I love birds. I have this
Love
bird
deco.
app that I'm so dorky about that I will just set it on the thing and it'll tell us all the birds that are around us.
Oh, I love that.
Oh,
So cute.
Close to Amish
Oh.
country.
The Amish.
Oh,
Oh, they have great like baked goods
Oh,
and all that
They
kind of
use
stuff, right?
lard. That's why they use lard.
Oh, I love lard.
Me too.
They
Yeah.
use lard and they use honey. They don't use a lot of sugar.
Yeah,
Oh,
lard and
okay.
honey. We have a lot of Amish here where I live too, and I
Yeah.
love their food. Oh, so good. Everything is so good.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're not like 5,000 pounds though, because I mean it's all
Right?
for you
Well,
because
they're always doing something from
the
sun up
farm,
to
yeah.
sundown.
Yeah, they're working.
And
They're
they're
Yeah, I
not
was gonna
sitting
say.
on
Labor,
Moving.
literally labor.
They
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
have
I
any
love that one.
internet.
I don't know if I could love
Yeah.
another one, Hester, but you have another one that you love too.
Yes, well, I've actually got 3 pulled up here, but the third one only sleeps 8. The other one that sleeps 10
But this
is
one slept 7? You said, or 8?
no.
The one
The
you
one
just
we
showed
found
us.
out looking at it shows 10, or it
Mhm.
sleeps 10 and has 2 baths.
10.
This one also sleeps 10 and has 2 baths, but the sleeping 10, this one has the most beds. So it's got more single beds than queen and king size beds. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. So some of them we might have to share beds or whatever. But listen, I'm a cuddler and I snore. So unless you're looking for a side chick and bring
Hold on.
headphones, I'm gonna have to have a single bed to myself.
I also snore, but I'm also good on a couch. So, or I'll bring my backpack and I can sleep out back too in a tent if I need to.
We are not gonna put you in a tent.
Yeah. But I was also thinking if it's a big enough place and people like all of a sudden decide at the end that they're, getting close that they can do it, we could get some what do you call it? Like blow up beds.
Yeah.
Air
Inflatables.
mattresses.
Inflatable
Yep.
mattress. I might have
Yeah.
one or two here.
Yeah.
And because I'm driving it, I can bring stuff too. Like I can bring
Right, yeah.
my stuff. Yeah.
Right.
That would be just like last minute kind of thing. And I'm fine with sleeping in I'm a light sleeper, but I can do headphones or whatever and then just put pillows between us because I'm a don't touch me kind of person.
I am too.
I will not be sleeping with Willa.
I don't even like sleeping with my husband. I sleep on the couch.
Me neither. But my husband won't do 2 beds. He won't do it. I said, come
I
on,
do
my
the
ground
couch.
hurts, dude.
My husband hasn't clipped his toenails since like 1984. I will not
Ooh.
with his feet.
He's got talons.
Yes.
Scratch.
The Wolverine
Ah.
claws.
And then if I don't go to bed first, like if he goes to bed first, I can't sleep with him because he snores so loud that I can't fall asleep.
Oh no,
So
yeah.
I sleep on my couch. I love my couch. And I get irritated when people are on my couch and I want to go to bed.
This one's more modern.
Okay, yeah. So this one is a little bit more modern. It is a private farmhouse. I want to say it's like in the middle. I think it said in the middle of like 84 acres or something, but it's less woodlandsy populated like the other one was. It's just this is the aesthetic for this is geared more towards just clean modern lines, but it's very nice. It's in a beautiful area. There's plenty of seating. There's plenty of, see, it's got a little fire pit. But besides the multitude of single beds, see, there's also a big clawfoot bathtub in this one.
There's a Highland coo.
There's a
Ooh.
few of them scattered throughout the decor. But another thing that I really liked about this one, let me get to, and if y'all want me to go back and look at any of the pictures that we flipped through, so this is an area, it's got
Oh, nice.
4 single beds.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is a whole ass outdoor kitchen
Oh, wow.
with a fire pit right
Oh,
off the side
wow.
of it. So another thing, see,
Yeah, that's nice too. I'm still
Yeah.
feeling the first one though.
I
Yeah,
love
me
that
too.
first one.
Yeah.
I
Got
don't
all
know,
kinds of witchy vibes.
Yes.
Yeah.
because at nighttime cooking outside is not really ideal.
I'll sleep with Alicia because Alicia and I will
Yeah.
guarantee not to touch each other.
Yes.
I mean,
We'll have
even
an
if
Or
it's
understanding
wall, it'll
going
be
in.
fine.
I mean, even if more than 10 people join, someone just gotta hop on the couch or on the floor
Yeah.
next in the bed.
Mhm.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We could switch off. Like you take the bed today, I take the floor today. I'm like,
right.
I
Well,
sleep
and
in the
this,
woods for half a year, so I'm good on the floor. I'm good.
the first one too, looking at these, I mean, these are those big old couches that are
Mhm.
Oh, I
soft
love
and
them.
fluffy, and there's several of them. Like
Yeah.
you've got this one here, you've got one out there in the sunroom, you've got
Mhm.
these here. So I mean, this one we could
I
really.
won't sleep in the sunroom. That's the only thing, because I like pitch black when I sleep.
Me
I'm
too.
like,
Dark,
oh,
black, and cold. Yep,
Yeah.
that's me.
Yeah. Me too.
With a comforter.
yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So
the
That's
some
only
people,
thing
awesome.
I asked for. Comforter, shower,
Well,
and
Willa, do
toilet.
you have to put a deposit down? Is this Verbo or is it Airbnb?
this is Verbo. So what I would do, and that's why I had given out timelines. Like, so by the third, we would fully commit to which one that we wanted to go to, and then I would just use my credit card, and I would go ahead and pay for it, and then like within the next 7 days, 7 to 10 days, I would need
Yeah, we
like
can sell it to you.
mid-February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you can push
Yeah.
it off. Yeah.
yeah.
Because well, I totally heard you when you were saying this because I've planned trips for my hiking group. And
Uh-huh.
I always put it on my credit card and then people back out. And it's like, then I get
Right.
stuck with it. And so
Right.
one nice thing that I
Mhm.
think Airbnb does is I can split it up with people. But that hasn't always worked out either. So I'm always like I'm not reserving until you actually pay me. Like not this group because I trust everybody here, but those are people I don't know. And
Right.
I've been stuck a few times with cabins. I mean, and usually the people who are left just split up the difference, and that's great, but it's
Uh-huh.
like so aggravating,
Yeah.
So I just had one last year. We had this beautiful place in the woods. It was awesome. And it was a girls' retreat and everybody backed out at the end. And thankfully the guy let me, like he refunded my money, but they don't have
Mhm.
to. Like they
Right.
don't have to do that. He was really kind. I'm like, I want to come
Yeah.
up there anyway. So I really heard that. So,
Yeah.
but
Well,
we
and I
know each
just,
other, so it's different.
yeah, I just want to make it as seamless as possible, not only for us, but for the homeowners as well. Um, because I understand their frustration on this. I don't know if
Yeah.
can you guys see the little garden gate back here.
Mhm.
Mhm.
In that,
So
oh,
cute.
it's so
Is
cute. I'm
isn't
so,
that what we
So-
just saw before with the people walking on top?
So
Uh,
between all of us here that are 100%, or is ISIS is 100% also?
yes,
So between all of us that are 100%, how much is this total?
$184.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
And
And
if
And it's
whoever
for,
joins will just their fund will split between all of us, their fee. I mean, technically. We're paying it
we
all.
can, but if somebody is not capable of it, I'm happy to just my part be,
right.
a donation to the group because, someday I'll need it maybe or whatever.
Yeah, pay forward.
Well, and
Yeah,
if
and then-
if it works out to where it's somebody that does want to go, but they don't want, I mean, there's all kinds of different ways. Once we get there,
Mhm.
they can pay all of our way into the owl
Yeah,
center or
right.
what, just or buy the majority of the groceries that were, I mean,
Mhm.
there's different ways to.
And maybe if they know they can pay it a little bit over time too, like if they could come,
Yeah.
if they could just pay like, because they have a few months. So if they could put,
Right.
20
And I think
toward
with
it.
people too, you start putting them on a payment plan, then that holds them to it, and then they
Yeah.
become more responsible. And like,
Well,
yep, I am going to do this.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about.
But then we're adults and we should be adulting,
Oh,
So
But I know that some people just can't afford to do it, but would really want to. And I'm not rich, and I'm not, I live in California, so even middle-ish income is not great. But I do have little extras, and I would, I'll sacrifice a coffee or a
Yeah.
lunch somewhere and put it on there, kind of thing for this. Yeah.
me
I
too.
would rather cover somebody's. Oh, ISIS is coming in.
wow.
I would
You
rather.
rolled over and got out
Oh
of
my
bed.
goodness, she had the coffee.
But like Alicia, like I would do the same. Like I'm
Mhm.
gonna pay the money, and then if other people can come and it makes mine less, I'm happy to, because I've already spent it. So
Yeah.
you know, I'm
I
happy.
would rather cover the cost of somebody's stay at the Verbo and let them be able to put that money towards travel if that's what's holding them up.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Mhm. And even if
Kelly.
it's just us and nobody else joins, that place is worth it and beautiful.
Yes.
Exactly.
Hello,
I mean,
Isis. We are
hello,
so
Isis.
happy
Good
you
morning.
could join us
Hi,
today.
Isis.
I don't know if
Morning.
it's showing my camera or not because I'm having issues. I couldn't connect forever and I like
There you
woke up
go.
to
There
be
you are.
here.
Yeah.
Hi.
We're surprised you're up.
Oh,
I know I
Um,
hate it. Alicia knows it's hella early over here. It's like
I
7.
know. Cheers to the
So-
coffee.
yes.
Oh, I haven't had mine yet because I gotta work out first. I didn't.
Yeah, I couldn't
Oh,
sleep. I was
no.
like, well,
I
might
didn't
as well
have
go
that.
over there.
all right, who's running yoga? I think Denise is gonna run our yoga, our morning calisthenics.
Oh, I do not do yoga. I can't stand yoga. I have no tolerance. I was like, I know it's supposed to be the easiest thing, but I'm just like, I can't.
No.
I feel like I don't get any crap taken away from my body when I do yoga.
I will tell you a funny story. Maybe I'll tell you there, but I do yoga, but I did yoga. We have a nudist resort here where I live.
Oh, what?
Nudist.
So
And no panties on group.
No
No
panties.
panties at all.
And you have not done yoga until you've done naked yoga with a whole bunch of old people.
No, thank you.
So just, I'll tell you that story when I'm
Yeah.
5 more, but yes, swinging balls. That's all I can say.
Oh,
Hopefully, at least
Swinging
some good
balls
looking
and
men.
Bruises forever. And you're looking between your legs and the guy behind me just swinging in the wind.
oh no, 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 no.
So
Yes,
it would have to
visual.
be blindfolded naked yoga. Is that
Like it's one of those things.
Sure.
I'll try anything once. So yeah, that
Yeah,
works.
that's okay. I'll I won't try that one.
Also, no shame to the naked people, do your thing, but
Oh
The
no,
average age though is like 65. Like the demographic of this nudist resort is like 65 from New York City and like old man. Like that's
Right.
the demographic.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay,
Well.
so Isis, all this is going to be in the private video that we're going to show, but just to show you real quick what we were talking about. There have been a few people. Us 6 are the hard guesses. There's 5 on the maybe and 5 that I haven't heard anything from. Aside from there being a separate list of people that want to come, but they also, the travel is an issue for them. So I went and I looked at some places and we have figured out our favorite and the cost. Let me see if I can share my screen again. The cost would be $184. This sleeps 10 and has 2 bathrooms, and this is kind of our favorite. When Beth posts the link for the video, I'll put the other one up, but we were thinking if we could get the extra space, and then that way, if that would give other people a couple of months to come up with the travel funds and them not have to worry about paying for their stay. That way we've already covered it.
That's super cute. And that's
yeah.
in Peterson or somewhere else?
So this is in Spring Grove, which is still within an hour of Peterson. Kelly will be staying with us. So, but I did kind of expand the search area a little bit to give us more options. And that's where we came up with this one.
Yeah, because right
Kelly.
now flights are pretty, I wouldn't say they're pretty cheap, but like whenever I have to fly out to the Midwest, it's always like $600, $700. So
Yeah.
it's only like, I think it's under 300, and I'm thinking it might be cheaper.
Flights
or
are pretty
easier to
cheap,
fly
and
out of
I have like I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, no, I
The
might have to
delay.
fly out of San Francisco because it might be easier because sometimes in Nevada you have to make stops and I hate stopping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we could fly together because that's probably where I'll
I was
fly out of
thinking, I was
also.
like, we go out together because
Yeah,
the
that
flights
would-
are getting there at like 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
with the flights, I can come up to if someone's flying into the Twin Cities, and it's Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Yeah, I was
But
like,
if
which one's
someone's flying
easier?
in,
'Cause I saw Rochester and I think it was Minneapolis. I've been looking at flights in like the areas. that
Yeah.
are easy.
Mhm.
I don't know which one's the best or which one's kind of sketchy.
Well, the
Kelly,
cheapest is going to be the Twin Cities because there's
Okay.
thousands of flights coming in there every day.
Okay.
And it's a major hub. So
Mhm.
the thing of that is it's 2.5 hours away. So I can go up there and pick people up if we can have flights,
Coming
if
in
we can
about the
have
same
flights
time.
come in within, 3-4 hours of each other, and then just bring
So,
my
okay.
Suburban up there and pack everybody in there.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I was thinking I'd probably
Yeah.
have to plan with the California girl to see if we could all
Yeah.
leave on the same flight. Would be the best.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because everything that's going on to Rochester, I have to switch flights. That's the only thing I
Yeah,
saw.
and that's what it is. Rochester's a smaller one where you're gonna
Yeah.
you fly into Chicago and then they'll have a little
Yeah.
jumper plane taking you to Rochester.
Oh God.
Right.
Okay.
Well, and then I'm driving up as well just because I've never made that drive, and I'll actually be getting up there the night before and just staying at a hotel. But if somebody's flight comes in earlier in the day, I could go pick them up, or later in the evening, because I think I want to be there. I think check-in time is like 3, so I would be checking us in during that time.
Okay.
That was actually my next question. When do we get to check into these places?
Yes, 3 o'clock. It's like your standard hotel hours. Check in at 3, and then check out Sunday morning would be at 11.
Okay.
Sometimes you can ask a host too, like
Yeah.
if we were paying up front, if you can do early check-in, there's all
Yeah.
that, or
Yeah.
late checkout.
So
I've never
yeah,
done
so once,
Verbo, so
once we book, I'll be in communication with them and see if that's an issue, which as long as they don't have anybody that's vacating the space right before
Yeah.
us, I don't think it will.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
because I was
excited.
planning on,
I
I was
know,
planning on leaving early too, because when I saw that change, I was like, oh God. But
Mhm.
Kelly said Rochester is the closest one, so I was like, okay, let me just get my butt.
And
And I'm on
Rochester's the
Expedia.
Twin Cities, or is that Minneapolis? I don't know what the term.
Rochester's about an hour away, and that's like Mayo Clinic. That's what they're known for.
Hmm.
And so that's an hour away, and then the Twin Cities is 2.5 hours away, and that's your St. Paul, where you'd be flying
Yeah.
into St. Paul.
Right.
What's the weather like at that time of year?
It's either rainy or
Hmm.
really hot.
Okay.
The
That
raincoat.
narrows it down.
Yeah. Everybody check the weather in that area before you pack, because she and I were talking on the phone the other night, and she was like, yeah, it's kind of a crapshoot. It's really, whatever. Okay, well, I'll bring layerable items, and apparently a poncho. So
And that's what it is, and it's right during harvest time, so it gets you either get a rain for 2 weeks or you get 90-degree weather, and
Right.
it's
now
you're
we know why
wishing.
you're going to stay with us, so you don't have to help your husband on the farm.
Yeah.
That's kind of part of it.
Gonna
But
get
I
away
mean,
from
she's
all the
staying
chores.
with us so she could be with the girls.
Yeah.
That's great.
Maybe
Okay,
Beth's
so-
husband can hang out with her husband.
Yes, my husband's coming. He's the chauffeur. That's his official job because he's retired. But
Yeah.
he's gonna like go fishing and stuff, and he's just gonna be at a hotel nearby. So,
Yeah.
if we need anything, or if there's any other spouses or partners coming that don't want to do the witchy stuff, they can all hang out together and do, I don't know, boy crap.
Yeah. I offered mine to come, basically just because I wanted somebody to split the drive with, but he was all for it until I was like, well, the boys won't be staying with the girls, and he kind of looked a little deflated at that. And
Oh,
Aw.
well,
someday.
and I told him, I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna spend our days pillaging thrift shops and then our nights dancing naked around the fire, and he was all like,
Yeah, yeah. Dave was the same way. He's like, "Is there going to be boobs?" Like, "Well, there'll be boobs." I'm like, "Well, there'll be boobs, but I believe they'll be covered." But he was less interested. He's like, "I'll just drop you off."
Yeah, okay. So that's pretty much all the information that I have right now. Like I said, when Beth comes up with the link for the video to send out to everyone else, give everyone until February 3rd to definitively make a yes or no decision, whether or not they're going, whether or not they're how all that's going to work out. But I'll put the link for the 2 that sleep 10. So we have room for 4 more to come. And then more even than that, because we could throw people on a couch.
Mhm.
And then after, so by February 3rd, I will have a definitive price point for everyone that's for sure going, and I'll get it paid for and taken care of.
Why don't you go ahead and put my mom down? Because then I can sleep with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put her down, then that'll help with costs, bringing costs down.
Yeah, that'll bring it down just a little bit more
Mhm.
from the current 184, which I tried to figure in tax without actually going in and book now and whatever. So I'm not quite sure
Mhm.
what the variation on that is going to be, but I figured where I got it was a good solid connection. So with adding her mom, that'll also help with that.
Are you gonna reach out to the ones that haven't said anything? Because
Yes.
I thought Gypsy had said that she wanted to come and it was just trying to get it scheduled, but the other ones,
Yeah, I'm definitely going to reach out specifically to those that I have like a personal contact for aside from email, because like Gypsy said this morning that she had just now seen the whole chain of messages. So I don't know if stuff's just getting lost in the sauce or
right?
what's happening there. But there's a few that I don't have a personal, like a contact phone number for, that we just may have to leave it up to the fates to hope that they can get contacted.
Mhm.
Should we do like a witchy chat on like WhatsApp or something? That way we can connect there. Because sometimes emails get lost and I'm hard like
Yes.
scrolling
Yeah.
up and I'm, what the fuck is
That's a
going
good
on?
idea.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, because I had sent our email, they did something with our server at the college, so I sent out a big old email because I have magic mail for all of you, but I'm waiting for the thing that goes in it to arrive. And the artist who's a witch is behind. And so I want it, because you'll all get it, but it won't be in time for inbox. It'll be in time for inbox season, just not for inbox itself.
Mhm.
And
Right.
and then that all kicked back to me, and I'm like, shit, did anybody get that? So and then I don't want to send another one, but then my second email did get to all of you, because that was the date, because I had the wrong day for this meeting, because my brain is oh, it's all good. Now, Willa, do you want us to plan different things for the weekend, or do we want it to be like, if we're going to lead a craft or something like that, because then people can plan ahead,
I
if
don't,
they
I mean, I don't want it to feel like we have to rush for anything. So just kind of like some loose ideas. I think we've all decided that
Mhm.
um a thrift store was definitely a thing. We're playing with the idea of the owl refuge.
And the owl thing too, that's right on the way to the thrift store.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we could do like an outing day and in day,
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, like a day where we go out and we explore, and then another day for all to just kind of hang
Mhm.
out, chat, get to know each other, maybe do like some little witchy crafts, or if anybody in the group has something that they want to share with the rest,
Mhm.
and just let us, yeah.
do we
So,
want to
but
do a swap table? Did that sound appealing
Oh,
to anybody?
that's a good idea. Yeah,
So I had
I
seen,
like that.
so I watched too much friggin' YouTube, but at one retreat they did, like, everybody brought a few things that they did that didn't resonate with them, and there's a lot of stuff I have that doesn't resonate with me, and I'm driving, so I can bring a whole ton of shit, and then you just put it on the table and people can shop, and like, it's pretty much
Mhm.
like, if you bring a thing, you can take a thing. So
yep,
Yeah.
oh,
I like
okay.
that.
Yeah.
some of you are flying, so that you can't bring, like, a Highland coup or anything, but
No, but if someone wanted to, they could send a box to me, and
Oh,
then I can
that's
just
true.
bring the box.
yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great idea.
Great
Good
Yeah.
idea.
That is. I'm also going to go on record now saying that, Beth, since you brought it up, if you don't bring a Highland coup, you're excommunicated.
Yeah.
So
Listen, you don't know what I have behind me in my yard.
We have no idea.
Sometimes it's humans, sometimes it's cattle. It just depends the kind of mood I'm in that day.
Love it. I love it. So, okay, I think we just need to, so WhatsApp, I'll have to install that. And then,
So
What
the
about-
maybes are still Lisa, Audrey, and Susan, right?
oh, Lisa, Audrey, Susan, Megan, depending on whether or not she's going to be in the UK having tea with Samantha. Uh, and Misty are on our maybe list.
Mhm.
And then Stacy, Disco, Gypsy, Eldine, and Sue. So Stacy, Disco, Gypsy, Eldine, and Tiny Moon Goddess have not said definitively yes, no, or maybe. They're just kind of out there in the ether on it right
Mhm.
now. And then our hard no's are Samantha because she's got things going on. And then Lucia has an expo, something for work that she
Mm.
has to do that week.
Yeah.
Okay, so WhatsApp, and then we're going to post the video so everyone can see what we talked about, and we'll include the links to the top two, and that way make sure everybody's in agreement with us if they do end up coming, that this is a good place for them to stay. And then put out a definitive date of February 3rd for any remaining hard yeses to attend.
I have.
And then
a-
I was thinking,
Oh, go ahead.
oh yeah. Well, I was thinking after, once we have, the date and everything paid, we can do like a Google spreadsheet, where we can have everybody's itinerary. So we know when people are coming in, all that kind of a stuff, that thing too. And we can share it and we can all do that. Even
You're
start a
gonna-
shopping
you're gonna-
list.
Yeah, start a shopping list with like paper towels and all that kind of stuff, because I can bring
Oh,
some of that in
yes.
my.
Yeah.
in my-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I have WhatsApp because the hikers use it, but I forget how, does somebody make a list and then I just click a thing and then I'm in it? That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, you create a group chat on it, and but you would have to know everyone's phone numbers.
Yeah, we'll have to add phone numbers to that list.
I think Willie, you might know all of them then.
Like their actual phone numbers, or do you get a different number from WhatsApp?
No, you would have to know their phone number in order to include them in the group chat.
Okay, because I have several, but I don't have everyone's. I think I have like maybe 7 total personal phone numbers, but
Why don't we
get-
just add people in as if we
If-
have all of ours that are for sure, make a group with that and then add people in as
Yeah.
they say yes.
okay.
And whoever's super handy at it.
When do you want the money due by? I'm sorry, because I know you said the 3rd for us to like figure it out. Is that the 3rd
third,
to
and
pay
then
you?
I'm gonna say hold on.
I just want to know I send it by the date that you want it by.
So we'll say the 17th, February 17th.
Well, that's far.
And then you want PayPal, or how do you want
I
us to
have
pay you?
PayPal, I have Cash App, which are my two, and then my bank is also, I haven't ever used it, but I do have access to Zelle.
Okay. Would you prefer PayPal?
I have no preference.
How
I
come you
can
don't have
move.
Venmo. That's my preferred.
Yeah, Venmo's good.
But I have Zelle. Do you have Bank of America? Because that's what I have, and that's Zelle.
Capital One.
Oh,
I have Zelle
too.
and I have PayPal, because I think PayPal you need someone's at least phone number, right? Something like that.
Email.
Email. I can't remember
Email.
which one.
Yeah.
I usually do Zelle because it's like faster.
I think Hestia, what you could do is just send us a link to where, those different things. And
yeah.
so we know.
Yeah. I'll do up an email with the link, and you can
Yeah.
choose from
So
those.
what have we decided it or said anything about, doing the I don't want to say emergency fund, but
So I think we're just gonna go ahead and pay for the space, and then that
Okay.
way the people that it was like one or the other was going to be too tight. That'll give them 7 months to put together travel funds,
Okay.
and kind of
Mhm.
help out there. Because like I said, I don't want us to put together a slush fund and only be able to help one person when there are 3 people that
Right.
need help coming.
Okay.
I would
Okay.
be interested in knowing, like, if those 3 people could give us kind of a, hey, this is about how much I would need.
Yeah.
And, then we could, if anybody had any extra, or we, I don't know, came across, won the lottery or whatever, we could be like, oh yeah.
So to be clear,
Curious.
it's not 3 people.
Okay.
That's just a number that I threw out there.
Okay.
But I think for some people, and myself included, you never really know how much you're going to have available
Mhm.
at that time.
Right.
So I think that coming up with a definitive number might be difficult for some
Okay.
people.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now that being said, if anyone wanted to, for those of you that are watching after this meeting, if anyone wanted to reach out to me personally and be like, hey, yeah, I can cover this much and this is how much I would need to get there, then
Mhm.
I can put it out to some people and say, okay, yeah, we've got somebody coming, but they need an extra $30 from each of us to help cover,
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
and see if you guys wanted to do it that way.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
And there is no shame on not being able to afford to go to a different state and do all this, because
Right. Yeah.
we all
No,
know it's
we
hard
just
times for
want
everybody.
as many
And
people there as possible.
yeah. Yeah.
And it's
So-
not charity.
But you
it's-
can't be afraid to ask for help either.
Yeah.
And I know
Yeah.
that stops a lot of people.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. Because our society is terrible and doesn't
Yep.
allow it. So, but we
Yep.
are a safe place for everybody to, tell us their situation. And I've been in places where
Yeah.
I've used
Yeah.
charity. I've had to ask for help. Life is tough. So
Yeah.
Let your sisters help you.
yes.
So
That's
I
what we're
tell
here
my
for.
family, it's not charity, it's family.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, we'll add my mom, and then so that'll help cut with costs. And then
Uh-huh.
yeah, if people flying in, just let me know and keep in touch, and I'll come up and get them. And then when they fly out, we'll just pack everybody up and take them up there and fly them out.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got
So,
plenty of time
so
to
people don't
work
need to
out.
rent a
Yeah.
car or nothing. So
Mhm.
We've got plenty of time to work out all the kinks and the details, and
Yeah.
maybe something will happen and there'll be a massive flight sale to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Keep your check on, because I was looking at Expedia and I have them sending me alerts like when the
Yeah, 'cause
price
that's a good
fluctuates.
idea. Yeah.
And I'm like looking at it, I'm like, oh, shoot, 300 or something now for round trip. I'm like,
yeah, the
Listen,
cheapest is going to be flying into St. Paul.
Yeah.
That's going to be your cheapest than over Rochester.
you see, I have 2 airports next to me too, LaGuardia and JFK, and I keep looking at both and I'm like, which one is better? Like,
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
both suck, Denise.
well, and prices because they're literally
Sometimes
like
Newark can be a little bit cheaper too, Denise. If you're
But
going to
Newark
take
is a
train or
further
maybe-
away from me. Newark is
Yeah.
still further away from me. Like I'm like 30-minute drive from either LaGuardia or JFK. But I'm taking a cab either way because I ain't parking my car. So
Yeah, I prefer JFK to LaGuardia because it's a little bit easier for me to get to from outside the city. But that when I fly overseas, I go out of JFK.
yeah, well, JFK is the international hub. Yeah.
So, okay, well, I actually have to run into the office for a little bit this morning, so I'm
You
gonna go
know,
ahead and get off
Sunday
here.
work.
Well, I haven't been there all week and I won't be there all next week, and I don't want to talk to people, so I'm going in today.
Good idea. Good idea.
That's fantastic. Well, it's good to see everybody.
Yeah, I'm
Make me
really
so happy.
excited.
Make me so happy.
So it's not technically 184 yet until you do it because taxes and blah 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 blah. So roughly like 200. I'm just gonna throw it.
Well, no, because Kelly's adding in her mom's as well. So we'll have,
Okay. So we have
Is-
7 yes.
yes. And then, so it'll probably be a little bit less than the 184.
Is that factoring in all of the like cleanup fees and all that?
Yeah.
That's why I haven't clicked on anything, but it,
That
it
could be
says,
like $500 more.
well, and it says this much per night, and then it says this much total, and there is a discrepancy there. So, but real quick, let's just,
You can also reach out and make sure that if maybe like some of us are trickling in a little earlier, may not be
Uh-huh.
me, but just to see if maybe they can like flex a time that we can open the door and they can leave the key.
right. So when I click on it, it says, um, 3 nights plus host fees, plus a service fee, plus a refundable damage deposit. Move my calculator over here. So 1200 divided by, we'll go 7. 171.
Not bad. For how big that place is?
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
nothing.
For 3 nights. Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
that's one night at a hotel around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In California, you
Plus
can't get a
everything.
hotel room for that.
Not even
And then-
parking.
No.
And then everything that we're going to have access to and everything. So I think
Yeah.
that's a great
Yeah.
deal.
And what town, just because I have to book Dave a hotel room, what town is that in?
Spring Grove.
Spring Grove, okay. 'Cause
You
I'll-
can
And
sleep
Spring
in the
Grove
car,
has a
right?
small motel there.
Oh, good. That's all he wants. He wants a TV and a toilet. If he has that, he's gonna bring fishing poles and he's gonna go fishing. That's
Good.
his weekend of no responsibility and go fishing.
I should take him down to our hunting property.
Oh,
And he
he'd
could
love
fish
it.
right on the river
Mhm.
and get
Love it.
walleye and trout.
Oh, he would love it. He would love it. He does catch and release, so he wouldn't be,
Yep.
bringing our dinner for us or anything. But
Oh, I was really about to say, listen, he can bring the spoils to us and we can have fresh fish one night, but fine, whatever.
no, he catches and releases. But he will be very happy to like not have anybody nag at him for an entire weekend. No
I mean,
responsibility.
I'm gonna say, I mean, if you need, I don't mind pitching in the cooking and the cleaning, obviously. I do enjoy cooking. Just let me know ahead of time who's allergic to what.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like maybe on the spreadsheet we should have like allergies, like peanut allergies or whatever they
I
are.
think I'm the only vegan in the group, right?
What?
What's that?
I'm the only
Mikey,
vegan one, right? There's nobody else. Everyone eats everything.
I was gonna ask because you did seem to get a little hungry, even though we were talking about all meat at the last Zoom call.
That helped my munchies stay away. I was like, yeah, I keep talking about meat, but then as soon as Beth brought out her candy, I was like, well, fuck, now I need. And Denise was eating chips, and I was like, I need chips too.
oh. And
I
that
do
was
like-
so bad of me.
I used to be a vegetarian, so I can go both ways. But
Good. Yeah, we can go
Yeah.
both ways. I mean, I can't go both ways. I only go one way, but you can come with me on my side.
Okay, so this evening I'll put together a spreadsheet and we'll get it'll do phone numbers for the WhatsApp and we can put that out and have people adjust it accordingly. Allergies, dietary preferences, flight times that we can add in later.
Yeah, I'm hoping to book by March because I
Okay.
just need to. I just bought a printer and I gotta set that up. I'm just been sitting there for like a week. I gotta set it up because when I book, I like having my shit together like ahead of
Yeah.
time. That's just me. My
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah,
Like
I
there's a
prefer
reason I
print
have 2
tickets.
secretaries because like
Yeah, you guys are itinerary ladies, I can tell.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, no,
it's funny because I am, but I'm also very free spirited. So like I just have to know like where I need to be and when I need to be there. Like as long as I have that, then I'm
Oh,
okay.
you're good. I'm like list girl. I'm like, what am I packing? Make sure I pack this. Make sure I pack that. That's my list. Even the last hour, I'm like, charger, toothbrush, check.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
like
Yes.
the last minute stuff gotta go. I'm like,
I'm trying, so I try to be more of a, okay, well, if I forget something, it's not like I'm going somewhere where I won't be able to, if as long as it's not like some type of necessary life device that I need, that okay, if I forget a toothbrush, I can buy a toothbrush or whatever. But then I'm like, why do I want to spend money on a toothbrush? I have this
Right.
perfectly fantastic toothbrush that whatever. So, okay.
Yeah.
Allergies, dietary preferences, flight times, phone numbers, anything else that you think, well, I guess
Wi-Fi at this place.
Wi-Fi at
there
the
is
place,
Wi-Fi.
yep.
I did check. There is Wi-Fi.
Because I only need to call my baby once. Like, hey, you're
Aw.
good. Bye. And then she'll be texting me on my
Yeah.
like, that's all, just check up. Her father will be paying attention to her while I'm gone.
Okay, well, I love you all very much. And
Love
I'm
you
gonna go
too.
here.
Bye.
And
Have a great Sunday, everybody.
Have fun at
Yep.
work.
Oh God, bye.
bye.
Work.
Bye.